morning air carried the scent of freshly cut wood. 12-year-old Jesus walked beside Joseph, who carried a bundle of tools on his shoulder. They were on their way to help a widowed woman whose fence had collapsed. Her crops were failing, her animals kept wandering away, and she had no one left to help her. When Jesus saw the broken fence, his heart stirred with compassion. Joseph placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Son, every small act of help is a seed of hope. Remember that." Jesus nodded and began to work, but the wood was heavy. The sun was rising. His young arms trembled with exhaustion. The widow hurried over. "You've done enough, child," she whispered. "Rest. It won't matter." Jesus looked up, tired, sweating, yet calm and certain. "It matters," he said softly. "Even if no one sees, God does." And he stood again. This time his hands steadied, his small shoulders lifted. He worked with a strength far beyond his age. Villagers passing by slowed down, drawn by something they could not explain. By late afternoon, the fence stood tall, strong, and renewed. The widow's eyes filled with tears. "Why did you work so hard for me?" she asked. Jesus smiled gently. "Because sometimes God sends help dressed as people, and today he let me be that help." As Jesus and Joseph walked home in the evening light, Joseph asked quietly, "Son, where did you learn to speak like that?" Jesus looked toward the horizon. "When someone needs strength," he said, "we must become strength, no matter how young or small we are." Joseph nodded slowly, realizing the truth. The world did not yet know this child, but one widow had already seen his light. Sometimes we are told that our efforts are too small, too late, or too insignificant. But greatness begins where excuses end. When you choose to help, when you choose to stand again, when you give your best, even when no one is watching, you become a vessel of hope, just like Jesus did, even as a child. And perhaps someone's miracle will begin with your simple act of kindness. If this story touched your heart, then let your light touch someone else's. Share this story with someone who needs hope tonight. And if you wish to walk with me through more moments of faith, courage, and quiet miracles, subscribe to the channel. Your presence here means more than you know.